In the twilight of 19th century London, a great tragedy had occurred. Deep below the London Railway, a fire had spread to the surface, igniting the city in a sea of otherworldly flame. This flame's origin was not of this realm. Stemming from a tear in space, a gateway to another dimension was uncovered deep underground, a tear into hell itself, bringing with it the infernal rage of demon kind. Across London, the demons rose, decimating the city and devouring any human that got in their way. The military was of no effect, and help from outside nations would take time the people didn't have. It had seemed that Great Britain was damned to hell, that there was no hope left in this dying ruin of a city. That was until the appearance of a man, a legend, Alistair Mason. Unknown to all, the old stranger was a one-man army. Single-handedly using never-before-seen magical abilities, killing the demonic hordes with the slash of his blade of eternal flame. Overnight, the demons were in retreat. Chased to the opening from which they came, they were seemingly sealed off from the mortal world, saving not only Britain, but the world at large from the demonic outbreak. As expected, Alistair was lauded as a hero, a new king amongst the people. But questions soon arose, questions the man was delighted to answer. Alistair was the leader of a shadow organization, the Brotherhood of the All-Seeing, an organization built on the eradication of paranormal or otherworldly enemies, keeping them out of human affairs. Foretelling of an impending doom for Britain, Alistair warned that the seal he placed on the demon world would not forever last. Inevitably, they would return, and when they did, he would not be able to stop them alone. Alistair was also a nationalist, promising the return to the glory days of years past. And he would do it with the power of hell itself. By using this hellfire energy, cultivated from the realm, Great Britain would be elevated above all other nations, keeping them and the outside world safe from the demonic hordes. With the citizens drunk on promises of strength, the old royalty was removed by force, making way for Alistair, along with his family and organization, to be crowned the new rulers, worthy of the mantle of Lord. In only 5 years' time, Great Britannia was reconstructed. From the city ruins that were once London, a new city was made, Hellvale, a metropolis built directly over the entrance to hell. As promised, the demonic essence from Hell was converted into an unlimited energy source for the Britannian people. Known to them as Hellfire, every light bulb, machine, house, and motor vehicle was powered by the essence. And as such, an economic and technological boom was created for the Britannian people. As Alistair foretold, the demons rose again, spurred on by the same hatred that led them to attack the human world in the first place. However, this time it was different. This time, the Britannian people would not let a single demon vanquish their own. They would fight to the bitter end for the long war ahead of them. By the order of Alistair, a police force was founded. Known as the Hell's Guard, or Reapers as they would be nicknamed by the populace. They would specialize in demon hunting. Whenever a demon would rise its head, a Reaper clad in black metal and divine cloth would be sent out to eliminate the threat. Using their Hellfire-enhanced weapons and bodies, they would enact a righteous crusade against the enemies of man, whether they be pure demon, a hell-infected human, or a turned Reaper, infected by their own power. During this time, now legendary Reapers made their first appearances, such as Riker, now captain of the Hell's Guard. His tenacity, strength, and proud soul are befitting of a king, matching that of Alistair himself. Alice, the Crimson Reaper, her skill with the blade and demonic power sending fear into both demon and man. Father Gale, a man of unyielding faith who remains unsatisfied until all demons are cleansed from the world. And of course, Aldous Mason. Youngest of the Mason bloodline, he is a noble knight for humanity, while also hiding a darkness of a demon within. Despite their best efforts, the enemies of Hellvale have only increased with time. For those that have weaker wills, many are succumbing to the darkness of Hell, becoming infected as demons. To make matters worse, a revolutionary group by the name of the Royalists are spreading malicious rumors that the reason for the increase in demonic attacks are from the use of Hellfire itself. Such terrorists have been labeled enemies of the state, most likely under demonic influence of some kind. Or so they say. This added tension has created a need for more Reapers to keep both the Mason government in power, along with fighting off the demons and Royalist rebels. By the order of Lord Alistair, a new generation of Hell's Guard has been called to the city, attracting those in Britannia's walls who desire power and financial stability. The calling to become a Reaper is one many not hear, but for those who heed it, they will come. Such is the case for a young Henry Bradford. Living on the outskirts of society, he is looking to better his life in Hellvale after a lack of opportunities in his hometown of Kingsington. This man, however, while not aware of his soon-to-be great importance, has within him the match to ignite the fires of revolution. As Henry learns the way of life in the Hellcropolis, he will carve his own bloody path through the city, making alliances with reapers, revolutionaries, new close friends, and enemies alike. All of it being within an effort to save the city from the abyss threatening to swallow it whole.